Let's talk about regret. We all make mistakes, right? Maybe you bought a bad stock, or maybe you sold Bitcoin too early, and it hurts. But honestly, your mistakes are nothing because today we are looking at people who lost billions. Imagine having the chance to own Google for pennies and saying no. Imagine inventing the iPhone and getting fired. These are the stories of the most expensive oops moments in history. So I have a question for you right now. Do you think these CEOs were just unlucky, or were they honestly just stupid? Let's find out. This is MoneySketches, explaining the most expensive mistakes in history. Let's start with a classic. The year is 2000. Reed Hastings, the founder of a tiny company called Netflix, walks into the office of Blockbuster. He offers to sell Netflix to Blockbuster for $50 million. And guess what the Blockbuster CEO did? He laughed. Literally, he laughed them out of the room. He said, "Online streaming? That is crazy. Nobody wants that." Well, fast forward to today, Blockbuster is dead, gone, and Netflix, it is worth over $200 billion. Ouch, that laugh cost them an empire. But if you think that's bad, wait for this one. Everyone knows Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak founded Apple, but did you know there was a third founder? His name was Ronald Wayne. He owned 10% of Apple, but after 12 days, he got scared. He thought the company would fail. So look at what he did. He sold his 10% share for $800. $800. Do you know what that 10% would be worth today? Over $300 billion. He could have been one of the richest men on earth. Instead, he lives in a mobile home in Nevada. It's tragic, right? But ask yourself honestly, if you were in his shoes, would you have held on or would you have sold too? And finally, the king of bad decisions, Yahoo. In 1998, Yahoo had the chance to buy Google for $1 million. They said no. 4 years later, they realized their mistake. They tried to buy Google again for $3 billion. Google said, okay, deal. But then the Yahoo CEO tried to negotiate the price down at the last minute. Google got annoyed and walked away. Today, Google is worth $1.7 trillion. And Yahoo? Well, let's just say Yahoo isn't doing so great. This is what happens when arrogance meets opportunity. So, what is the lesson here? Is it that CEOs are dumb? No. It's that the future is impossible to predict. What looks crazy today, like Netflix or Bitcoin, might be the standard tomorrow. So I want to know your story. What is the biggest financial mistake you have ever made? Did you sell a stock too soon? Did you buy a car you couldn't afford? Don't be shy. I'll read every comment. Let's comfort each other below. But hey, sometimes mistakes aren't just bad luck. Sometimes the whole system is designed to make you fail, especially when winter comes. What happens when the whole economy makes a mistake at the same time? That is called a recession. Click here to see if we are heading for one right now. And subscribe to MoneySketches.